honey. Oh, I can't believe it. Our little ankle biters are here. Why, I'm just so happy. No, I'm just crying again, getting all emotional. It feels like just yesterday we found out I was in hell. Now they're here. And I'm so happy. No, look at little Finn. Snoozing the day away without even a care. Oh, let him rest. He hasn't slept all night. I remember you bouncing around, worrying that something was wrong. Nothing was wrong. Just need a little bit of attention now, didn't you, Finn? Oh, and Talia? Oh, Talia's been bright-eyed and bushy-tailed all day. She doesn't babble as much as Finn does. I'm not concerned about it. She just has those wide-open eyes looking at everything. Like she's just curious about everything. Oh, I can't wait to give them their werewolf names. We have to wait until they're just a tiny bit older, when their traits start showing. Yes, we name them based off the traits they show. From the looks of it, Finn is going to have one that relates to him babbling all the time or him sleeping all the time. And with Talia, I think she's going to be a little curious one. Maybe silent. I'm not sure. They're only a few days old, darling. Oh, lamb chop. It's all right. There's no need to stress. I'm just happy that they're here and that we've got to stay here for a little bit. I didn't think you'd get so much time off. Oh, but I'm so glad you did. These little ones, they get all pestered until their daddy comes home. Just bark, 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 babble, babble, babble. Oh, I used to think spending 9 months in me, they'd listen better. I'm worried about the future, that's for sure. I'm joking. They're little sweethearts. They're new to the world and they don't know much yet. Do you want to hold them? You can hold them just fine. I know you can. You're not gonna drop them. They're swaddled. They ain't gonna do much. Yes. They aren't gonna wiggle around like they did before. Did you see Finn? I swear, only a couple hours born and wanting to wiggle out of my arms. Werewolves develop a tiny bit faster than humans. And with these guys being, well, looks like mostly werewolf, we might have a little bit of problem on our hands. Well, we'll know in a couple months when they start walking instead of crawling. You look plumb frightened. Don't worry. I'll raise my little nieces and nephews. I'm sorry, darling. Thinking about our families just gets me a little nervous, a little sad. I wish they could be here for this, but that's how the tides go, I guess. Your family was so against me. I didn't blame them. A full-on werewolf 100% of the time, no human form? And you were gonna have kids with me? I mean, I knew this was a while when we first got married, but when I met them, they looked at me like I was alien. Like I had just walked out of a UFO. Eventually, they came around. Oh, your family was much more accommodating than mine, that's for sure. Humans are always like that, though. I know werewolves are mostly human still, but we have that wolf DNA in us. Makes us ornery. Makes us pack-like, you know? My mother and father. Oof. I remember when I told them we were even dating. I thought they were going to take the house down. It was crazy. They did not approve and promptly kicked me out. That you remember. It wasn't easy being a full werewolf, but then I saw you, and you stared at me. I yelled at you for staring, and then you called me pretty, and, well, now we're here. And we have our 2 little wonderful children. Our little angels, our little babies, our ankle biters. And then I have you, lamb chop. My everything, my sweetie. The love of my life. The father to my children. I love you. And even though my parents aren't here, I hope yours are coming. Well, I knew as soon as the pregnancy started, they warmed up to me a lot more than before. I haven't really heard anything from my parents, though. Oh, they'll come around eventually. They can say your name without gagging now. That's an improvement, I can assure you that. It'll take some time, but I'm sure when they see little Finn and Talia, their hearts will just melt like everyone else's did. Our love is going to persevere, like it always has. Though people won't accept us at first, once they see how much we love each other, how much we care about each other. That's all that's gonna matter. You are my love, my sweetie pie. I feel better now. Just had to get that off my chest. Well, I don't want to bring the mood down. It's just, when I was young, I always expected everyone would be surrounding me. But I have you. And I wouldn't give that up for anything. And again, they are warming up to you. Perhaps I should send an invite? Well, I think that'd be a good idea. At least for my mother's sake and my sisters, my brothers, my nieces. Well, they're a little bit more open-minded now, too. My nieces, I mean, and my sisters. I think maybe it could be a good thing. I do want Finn and Talia to know both of their grandparents, but aunties work just as well. I just want to introduce them to the more werewolf side of things, you know? It'll be hard with just me. I don't have all the books, all the trinkets we had. You know me. I had my stuff, and that was about it. A little hacky sack. I have some things, but not enough. Darling, you don't have to buy those books. I'm sure if I ask my nieces, they'll get some for me. I do appreciate it, though. That's very sweet of you. Now, I'm gonna stop talking all sad. This is a joyous moment for us. We have our twins, our babies. We've come so far, and I know in the future we're gonna go even further. This might not be the only set of twins we have, Oh, look at you. You turned white as a ghost. Oh, don't worry, sweetheart. We'll wait a little bit before we try again.